Hey everyone, welcome to the lecture series of Elementary Classical Mechanics, where we embark our journey from basic to advanced physics. This is part 2 of lecture 7 on vector, diagrams, unit vector, and components. Based on this, I will take the next lecture on addition, then multiplication after that. Anyways, in this lecture, I am going to take vector diagrams in addition and subtraction, the concept of unit vectors, and components of vector. First of all, you must know how to represent the vector. Then you must know how to represent for 2 dimensions. And we did that in my previous lecture. But after that, you must know how to draw a vector. And this will be intuitive for you. The vector is drawn like an arrow where length is represented, the magnitude, and the pointing way is the direction. This is head and this is tail. Always, the vector is directed at an angle with respect to x and y axis in 2-dimensional case. The vector can be transferable, such as vector is here, then you can drag the vector anywhere, but it has to be sensible. It should have the same direction every time you drag it. The vector direction is understood by an angle at which it is pointing. The angle is taken only in the anti-clockwise direction. And if we take the clockwise, then that angle will be negative angle. So always be careful with the angles taken. Now let us know what actually are unit vectors. The unit vectors are the vector which pointing in only one direction, such as only in x, y or z direction. In the vector notion, you saw that the letter beside the magnitude with the cap on it, that is unit vector. It has only one direction to point to, and it is unity in nature. Unity in nature means that the magnitude of the unit vector is 1. This unit vector will tell in what direction the body is going to move or moved. This is the nature of vector. Now let us understand components of vectors. In the last lecture, you have seen that how the vectors are represented in 2-dimensional plane. But we did not discuss what those components were. I only told that those components are the magnitude of the respective direction x, y or z axis. Before going further, you must know some trigonometric formulas. For a right triangle with the hypotenuse, adjacent and opposite to an angle theta, sin theta is opposite side length upon hypotenuse length. For cos theta, the adjacent length upon the hypotenuse length. And for tan theta, opposite length upon the adjacent length. So if you know any two length in the right angled triangle, then you know the angle theta. Now to the components. Let us take a vector A as usual and draw a vector just like before on the xy plane. The components are the resolved vectors for each direction. Therefore, 2-dimensional case, there exist two components of vectors. The ax component will be the magnitude on x-axis. If we flash the flashlight upon it, you can see the shadow of the vector A. That is the resolved vector on x-axis. Let us take the angle theta, then find what is cos theta. So we get ax upon value of A. If we rearrange, we get ax equals to A cos theta. Similarly, we draw the imaginary line parallel to AY. Then we again find sin theta. We get AY upon A, and therefore we get AY y component equals to A sin theta. And always remember that the angle from which the vector is pointing is the direction of the vector. Now look at this primary method to find the components of the vector, and it is elegant as it looks. Let us go through a small example. A person is running at a velocity of 6 meter per second in northeast direction at an angle of 30 degrees. Represent this velocity in vector notion. Here, the vector notion is we need to find the respective x and y components of the person. So his components on x-axis is v cos theta. The value of v is 6 meter per second and at an angle of 30 degrees. Cos 30 is square root of 3 divided by 2, so we get vx as 3 square root of 3 meter per second. Similarly, the y component of vy will be v sin theta, so we get 3 meter per second. Now we have x and y components of the vector v velocity and we write it in a vector notion, such as we get the vector v equals to 3 square root 3 in x direction plus 3 in y direction. This is how we find the components of vector. Hey, you made it through the video. Check out the next video on additions of vector. If you like this video, give a like. Really, if you want to, please subscribe the channel. Your gracious subscribe will encourage me to work harder and better. Till then, stay tuned.